There's a seemingly infinite amount of awesome ships and vehicles in the Star Wars universe. Quite a few of them are featured in Battlefront II, 40 of them to be exact, which is a far cry from the 11 ships and vehicles in Battlefront 2015. You've got everything from speeders, speeder bikes, starships, walkers, tanks, and even tauntauns, and I'm going to be showing you every single vehicle in this game from every era. And we're starting with the speeders. You just saw the First Order speeder back on Starkiller Base, and this is a Rebellion speeder on Tatooine. It's got a fairly powerful main blaster cannon that can also rapid fire, a speed boost, and it has the innate ability to run over stormtroopers despite hovering. I'm not sure how that works, but the final ability is the heat sink, which allows you to fire without overheating. And it's a pretty useful vehicle. It's fairly powerful, and it's really fast for supporting between objectives. Next up is the MTT, which is one of the artillery vehicles of Star Wars Battlefront II. In my opinion, it's vastly superior to the Imperial AT-AT, but that might be because I got a soft spot for the Separatists. In any case, it's got dual-link fire, which is perfect for taking down Republic vehicles like the AT-RC. It also has shielding and a scan pulse for weeding out wherever those biological horrors known as clone troopers may be hiding. The Separatist hover tank is one of my favorite vehicles in the game. It's got great main weapons which have an amazing turning radius. You can even shoot things out of the sky. It's also got dual-link fire similar to the MTT, which I'm using to obliterate Yoda. And last but not least, it's got a great missile wave and a siege mode, which uses the main cannon to take down vehicles in beautiful fashion. The Clone's LAT gunship is kind of like the U-Wing, but much cooler. It's an on-rails vehicle. You can repair it, you can deflect missiles with scrambling, and you've also got a heatsink. But its main weapon is a giant green laser which you need to swipe over enemies to destroy them, and it's totally worth the measly 400 points to fly it. So the structure that I've used for this video is during the gameplay of each vehicle, I'm going to try to show you all the abilities of the vehicle, but with 40 vehicles there is some ability overlap. So with some of the more common abilities, I'm not going to bother as much, but I'm pretty thorough. The AT-RT is one of the exposed vehicles, which means you have 2 health bars. You can be headshotted, you can be sniped. You gotta be really careful of your body because your armor is probably gonna last longer than you will. He's got a speed boost, ion cannons for other vehicles, and repairs. And this is another one of the exposed vehicles. You can see it's got the same abilities as the speeders, even though it's a speeder bike. And it's really, really quick. Except it does have a scan pulse, which is nice. The AT-ST returned and it's better than it ever was. This thing is seriously incredible, packs a punch. The main blaster cannons are as powerful as any other blaster cannon in the game, pretty much. Except for maybe the MTT and AT-AT Walker. But it's got an anti-vehicular missile, and it's got anti-infantry grenade launchers, and a scan pulse. The snow speeder feels a lot better. It behaves more like a normal starfighter than it used to, but it is still a speeder. It's got enormously powerful blaster cannons, speed boost, rapid fire, and a heatsink. And no, I'm not sure if you can use the cables because I haven't tried them when the walkers are vulnerable.
The walkers have breached the outer perimeter.
The Imperial AT-AT Walker is a lot like the Separatist MTT, in that it's artillery, it's on rails, and its main blaster cannons don't feel quite as powerful as the MTT, but that's probably just my imagination. It of course has the overpowered blasters that are underneath the head that you can use for a limited time, and it's got shielding like the MTT, but unlike the MTT, it has an orbital strike. Initially you get to stay in this thing for about 60 seconds, but it seems like whenever you get a kill, it adds some seconds to the timer, which I don't know if they're going to patch that out because honestly, I could stay in these things all day. I highly recommend using the MTT and the AT-AT whenever possible because there's nothing better for building up battle points. So I've organized the fighters by class. You're going to start with the Interceptor, then the Fighter, and finally the Bomber, and by era. It's going to start with Clone Wars, to the original trilogy, and finally the sequel trilogy. And you're going to also, as far as abilities are concerned, see a lot of repeats because these are classes after all. With the Interceptor class, you're going to see a lot of speed boosts, heat sinks, and laser barrages, and heavy lasers, and finally concussion missiles. They're fast missiles that deal moderate damage, but they also slow the target. As far as fighters are concerned, you'll see astromech repairs, which heal up health, weapon overcharges, a few laser barrages, and proton torpedoes, which deal high damage but are a little slower than concussion missiles. You'll also see some quad laser cannons, which are self-explanatory with the X-Wings, and some afterburners with the TIEs. And the bombers have some of the abilities you've seen before, except they also have dual proton torpedoes, and some of the Y-Wings have turrets that when activated, they will fire at the enemy you're pursuing and slow them down, making them easier to kill because you're not that fast, you're a bomber. However, the most interesting abilities that I appreciate the most are the ARC 170 and the TIE Interceptor for the First Order. They have rear turret positions. When you activate those, your rear turret gunner is going to target whoever's following you and deal pretty good damage. You'll actually get some kills with that thing. Anyway, that's about all I have to say about the vehicles. You probably want to get to listening to them instead of me talking about them. The hero ships have all kinds of abilities that you'll see from the other ships that I've already talked about, and a couple that you won't recognize that are basically either stuns or trackings and increases of damage. But if you enjoyed yourself, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more videos like this, and stay tuned until the end of this video for more videos such as all the heroes in Battlefront II. Oh, and I also do live streams, so subscribe for those. But until next time, may the Force be with you, always.
That's it. Sorry about the mess.
Troop transports exiting the destroyer. Don't let them get away.
That one hit us.
First Order transports away. That will cost them.
Our friends need our help. Right behind us.
Well done. The turbo lasers are down. Start thinning.
Hold on me. Let's do what we came here.
Losing right.
Generators.
My X-Wings barely
Analyzing battlefield.
Our bombers have completed their attack run.
You got it.
On my signal.
Our blockade.
In a lot of trouble here! Knew you had him. We will destroy all
attack!
Let's get in there. Our numbers are thinning. Finish this soon or we'll have to retreat.
Calculating enemy threat, sir. Initiating defensive countermeasures.
Threat detected. Republic light cruisers incoming.
Entering combat. Destroy the tractor beams. We'll see who. Republic bombers inbound. Keep those clankers off them. Crack imminent! Immediate repairs required.
Time to shake things up.
A Y-Wing squadron has joined us. Cover them so they can perform a bombing run.
System-wide failure.
Communications array critical. Destruction imminent.
Taking your first step toward the dark side.
Only one.
Through the Force, this battle will be won. Taking damage.
If that control tower goes down, we'll have a clear shot at their reactor. Lost doors open. The reactor's exposed. Hit it with everything.
See you around, kid.
Let's mix it up!
They have no respect for anything.
We're getting pretty good at this.
See you around, kid.
A Jedi...
Get open. Hit it with everything you've got before the shields are back online. The shields are back online. We need to hit those clamps again.
What's all the fuss about then?
Tractor beams destroyed. Continue general defense.
That rebel blockade runner is in critical condition.
Awaiting orders. MPT preparing to fire.
It's long past time I was called.